Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Today we're checking out, finally, a beer from Monkish. They are in Torrance, California. I think it's Torrance, which is up in LA. So local beer finally to review on the channel. I think I've been talking about in my last couple beer reviews. I've missed like West Coast beers. I've missed local beers, and I've been drinking them a lot more lately. I mean, obviously I've been doing reviews because I've been enjoying just having them. But yeah, I'm stoked to check this out. This is Supa Dupa Fly. It is a 6.7% alcohol by volume India Pale Ale brewed with Simcoe, Amarillo, and Mosaic, I think, or it might be I think it's Simcoe, Amarillo, and Mosaic. Monkish they are a brewery, and they brewed mostly Belgian beers the entire time they were making beers. And I guess, I don't know if it was like a anniversary thing, but they decided to start brewing IPAs, and they've been doing can releases. I don't know how many beers they've released, but this was released, I think, like 2.5 weeks ago. Supa Dupa Fly, I really hope it's I hope it's like a Missy Elliott reference, because that tape when I was in high school was huge when I got my car my sophomore year. I listened to the shit out of that tape. And The Rain is like one of my favorite songs. That song is amazing. I think they're hip hop people, because they just released another beer this weekend called Sticky Green and Bad Traffic, which is a Dr. Dre. I think that's from Still Diary. It's a lyric from him. So I don't know if it's something else, but hopefully this is a Missy Elliott reference. I'm going to think that it is. But got to give a big shout out, thank you to my buddy Michael for sending this. He got in touch with me via Instagram, and we did a little beer trade and finally getting to try some Monkish. So I will say that last night I was at a bottle share with some friends, and we had one of these, and I absolutely loved it. It was probably like the 10th or 11th beer that we opened, though, so definitely was not on a fresh palate, but I thought it was really, really, really good. So super stoked to try this without having anything to drink today. This was definitely New England style, definitely reminded me of Treehouse beer. So, and it's awesome that they're brewing this style beer in Southern California. So yeah, that beer pours. It is straight up, it's pineapple juice. That looks absolutely, and like the beer is probably 3 feet away from me and I can smell it. But yeah, it's pineapple juice. It is hazy. You cannot see my finger through that. That is for sure a New England style looking beer. I didn't pour that too aggressive. There's half a finger right now of Bright White Head. It's almost gone now, just sitting here while I'm talking to you guys. But see if we can get that head back on there. There we go. Yeah, it's about a finger when I swirl that. Just fluffy, pillowy. It's crazy. Just tiny bubbles. Looks like it's almost like marshmallowy. It's crazy how fluffy that head is, but it looks absolutely amazing in the glass. So 6.7%. There's some alcohol legs when we swirl that, but yeah, it looks killer. Look at that. It looks amazing. So like I said, I could smell that when I opened it. So let's go ahead and shove our nose in it. Oh yeah, it is straight up citrus juice. It's oranges, it's tangerines. We said it last night. The three of us who had Julius, when we drank this, all of us like instantly were like, this smells and tastes like Julius. It does. This actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it reminds me a little bit of Curiosity 22, which was an all Amarillo beer. It's amazing though. It's just like, it's so pungent, so aromatic. It's citrus juice. It's like if you were to put oranges and tangerines and like maybe some grapefruit in a blender and just blend it up. It's got that killer herbaceous thing too underneath that citrus. This is another beer Matt jokes about. He calls beers like just these crazy, juicy, like juice forward hoppy beers. There's no malts to be found. He calls them ninja malts. That's this. It's just straight up hops in a glass. It's citrus juice. And it's herbaceous. It's got like a little bit of dank thing underneath all that. It smells absolutely freaking awesome. So I am salivating. Let's go and taste this on a fresh palate. So Michael, thank you so much, sir. Cheers. That is so fucking good. Wow. It is. If you've had Julius from Treehouse, this is what that tastes like. This is insane. The taste follows the nose. It's citrus juice for days. oranges, tangerines. You get a nice, I don't know what the IBUs are in this, awesome pop of bitterness right in the middle of your tongue. And it falls with like that dank kind of resinous, herbaceous thing. It might be a little more, I think it's a little more dank now that I've tasted again than Julius. Julius is just so like, it's a juice bomb. This is really, really juicy, super citrus forward, but it like tells you it's still that West Coast style with like that dank kind of resinous, earthy, piney thing. Herbaceous, it's the basil note. But there's so much orange and tangerine. And then that bitterness comes like, it's that grapefruit, pithy kind of lemon zest thing. This beer is freaking amazing. Near 7%, there's no booze. It finishes super dry. I mean, it's got that juicy kind of awesome, it's the best way to describe it. It's super juicy up front, and then you get the awesome bitterness, and then it finishes bone dry for me, which makes it crushable for 7%. Really, really easy drinking. I mean, you could drink a 4-pack of this, no problem. I think they released it. It was 2 4-packs per person, maybe, or it might have been 1 4-pack. I can't remember what the limits were, but if you had a quad of this, you'd have no problem just absolutely crushing it. Especially, I mean, we're getting into warmer weather. Summertime's coming up. I don't know how often they're going to release this. If they release this like on the regular, I would love to have this in my fridge all the time. It is freaking awesome. It is. It's that awesome combination of like that New England style hazy juice bomb, but it's also got like that West Coast feel to it with that dank, bitter, resinous, earthy, like hot burps, earthy, like grassy kind of piney thing. It's an awesome balance of both. This is incredible. Mouthfeel is like, it's like that medium mouthfeel. It's not quite like that creamy kind of chewy Treehouse Trillium, like crazy hoppy level, but mouthfeel is great. This is one of the best West Coast IPAs I've had this year. And it's one of the best ones probably I've ever had now. I mean, if I really were to sit down and think about it, it's amazing. If we're nitpicking, I mean, I've gotten so used to like that New England mouthfeel. It's not quite to that. So, I mean, for a West Coast style beer, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. I love this. I love like the juice character of it. I love all the citrus. But I also love that it just keeps that West Coast vibe with like just that dank kind of resinous, bitter, herbaceous, grassy, like piney West Coast, like kind of, it's not really like in your face, like that biting kind of bitter, like kill your tongue kind of a thing, but it reminds you it's a West Coast beer. So this is like a perfect blend between East and West for me. If we're giving this a grade, it's like a 99. It probably should be 100. I start nitpicking with the mouthfeel thing. So if we're comparing it to like a New England, like a Treehouse Trillium beer, it would be a 99. As a West Coast style beer, it's 100. So this is, like I was talking about it, like what's the point of rating these things? This beer's fucking amazing. So you know what, fuck it, it's 100. It's Hunnits. It is Supa Dupa Fly for sure. What an amazing beer from Monkish. Michael, thank you so much for sending that. I need some more Monkish beer. The hype is real, ladies and gentlemen. So try and get your hands on this. You will not be disappointed. It's amazing, amazing stuff. So that's it for this one. I am out of here. I am going to finish this and enjoy the absolute shit out of it. So awesome, awesome first beer from Monkish. I love that little sticker too. That is crazy. It looks awesome. So yeah, I'm out of here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the likes, the new subscribers, and all the comments. I love talking beer with you guys. So if you guys have had Supa Dupa Fly from Monkish, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.